Tokyo, Japan. Welcome to Qore Episode 6, presented by the PlayStation Network.
Are you ready?
In this episode, we're taking an intimate look at the game culture to learn more about why it is such an obsession. Audrey Cleo is also here and experiences the joys of cosplay. She also serves up a behind-the-scenes look at the new MotorStorm Pacific Drift television commercial. And because it's November, we have a special holiday buyer's guide, including Mirror's Edge, Resistance 2, and Rock Band 2. Definitely titles you're going to want to bring home. And speaking of home, we have an exclusive in-world tour of PlayStation Home, including a few uncharted areas that are a far cry from anything you've ever seen before. So press X and I'll see you on the inside. This is your new home, PlayStation Home, the eagerly anticipated 3D social gaming community for the PlayStation 3. This innovative service will change the way you find friends and launch into games together. And get this, it's free. You're provided a highly realistic avatar customization engine, enabling you to create an avatar that you can be proud to call your own. The home goes beyond the avatar, providing a private space to further allow you to express yourself. As you can see, it's a stunning high-def world thanks to the PS3 hardware. And according to Director of PlayStation Home for North America, Jack Buser, the scale and scope of this project is staggering.
Nothing like this has ever even been attempted before. In fact, PlayStation Home, what you see here is just the icing on the cake. The cake itself is an entire development environment that allows third-party companies that aren't even Sony, to create content for PlayStation Home.
Well, I do like cake, so I think I'm going to enjoy this. Let's dive in.
All right, let's do it with the press of X. So welcome to the Central Plaza.
Oh, this is cool. I can hear you over my Bluetooth headset.
That's pretty cool, huh?
Yeah, this is way bigger than I expected it to be.
Yeah, it's very nice, actually. This is sort of the central hub that connects together all of the public spaces and your personal space as well.
I got a new hairdo.
Yeah, I like your avatar.
You like it?
Yeah, very cool. So yeah, as you look around the Central Plaza here, you see a variety of different buildings. For instance, here we have the game space, which has lanes of bowling, pool tables, even an old school arcade.
Oh, pool, nice.
Yeah, we have a mall down here where you can buy premium items like, things to customize your avatar or your personal apartment. At the end of the Central Plaza, we have something called Listen at Home, which is basically a place that we can play music and people can have dance parties and things like that. And then finally we have the movie theater and actually have social viewing where lots of people can be watching a video at the same time talking about it.
Nice. Well, I'd love to check out the game space if you don't mind.
Absolutely. So how cool is this?
This is nice. I could definitely spend some time in here.
And a lot of people do. As you can see here, we have lanes of bowling, pool tables, even an old school arcade.
Yeah, the arcade reminds me of the arcades of my youth, except without all the gum under my shoe.
Yeah, exactly. How about we check out some of the dedicated game spaces?
Sure.
All right, so first, this is a space dedicated to Uncharted. This is Sully's Bar, and as you can see, there's lots of stuff to do here. Secret doors to try to explore and get into.
Better than the bars in my neighborhood,
Yeah.
for sure.
So next, I want to show you the space dedicated to Far Cry. There's lots of stuff to do. You can play a game of Mancala using bullets, actually.
Oh, nice. I used to play that as a kid.
Yeah, Mancala's a lot of fun.
Without the bullets,
Yeah.
though.
And then finally, a space dedicated from SOCOM. And as you can see here in this space, as well as the other spaces, these are really dedicated game-themed spaces that enable us to expand the world of the game into PlayStation Home.
Is there any way that I could see my apartment now?
Yeah, totally. Let's check it out.
Wow, sweet view.
Yeah, it's amazing, isn't it?
That's nice, yeah.
Yeah, it's nice.
All right, this is pretty cool. I'm a fan of minimalism and all, but this is a little much.
Yeah, let's decorate. So I just pull up my 2D interface and I can select between a variety of different wallpapers.
I do love decorating, and I imagine that since you've been doing this for a while, your pad is probably pretty sweet.
Oh yeah, I take mine pretty seriously. Let's go check it out. So welcome to my summer house.
Very, very nice. I see you've invited some friends over.
I have. Decided to have a little party since we knew you were coming over.
Awesome. So tell me about your apartment.
As you can see, I've really decorated it up to make it my own. It's just a whole new way to express yourself, even going beyond your avatar to your personal space.
Yeah, it's nice, but is that your teddy bear or one of the guests?
That's my teddy bear.
All right, well, I'm glad you're comfortable with that. That's cool.
So yeah, why don't you just hang out and join the party?
I think I might just do that. And to you guys, don't forget to check out the gallery of other personal spaces coming soon to PlayStation Home. here in Tokyo for Tokyo Game Show, of course, but there's way more nerdery that goes on in this city than just that one event every year. We're here, of course, in Akihabara, which is the gadget and gaming mecca of the city, and we're going to check out one of my favorite spots, Yodobashi Camera. We're inside Yodobashi Camera now, and I'm just like a kid in a candy store. I don't even speak Japanese, and I still want to buy every freaking thing I see. You can get a bicycle here, or maybe a curling iron, or pretty much any PS3 peripheral you could possibly ever want. So let's go check some of this stuff out because I've got some money burning a hole in my pocket right now. Aquanauts Holiday. Haven't heard of this one. Who knows? It could be out and I've just never heard of it because it looks incredibly boring. Perfect. This is so me. Well, it's not video games, but hey, it's a room full of robots, so let's go take a look. Aisles and aisles of this stuff. It's amazing. Apparently we're going into a maid cafe today, so I thought this would be of particular interest to our viewers. Yeah, she's pretty cute. I wonder if they're like that in real life. Hungry. We're here now at Gamers, which is an interesting name for a place considering I've been told they're the best spot to buy manga and anime. But one thing that I did want to point out is that apparently they sell the official beverage of Mega Man. Very important. So space is definitely at a premium here in Japan, so every time you come into one of these stores, you kind of feel like you're in a clubhouse, just chock full of everything you're totally into. And I can see why you could spend a lot of time in a place like this. I mean, there's everything you could possibly want. Oh, I think I actually even know this one. Maybe not. This looks interesting. It's all like instrument related. I don't know, like if you really like the xylophone, there's a manga for you. Sexy oboe. We're here outside of Super Potato, which is kind of a strange name for a retro gaming store, but it's one of the most popular in the area. And I'm joined by Endo, who's a games journalist here in Japan. So why is retro gaming so huge here?
I think now this year, some console is 25th anniversary, or some other retro console is 20th anniversary. Yeah. So now we can see many retro games in many places.
So can you just buy and sell in here, or do you get to play them too?
Yeah, everything.
All right, can we go take a look?
Yeah, sure.
Let's go, I'm excited.
Yeah.
Watch out for Goombas. This is like the holy grail of game peripherals, in my opinion anyway.
We're at Cosmate Plus in Akihabara, which is actually a cosplay store. So let's go in and check it out, and maybe I'll even try on some outfits for you guys. Now with cosplay, it's a little bit like Halloween every day and a really big part of self-expression for Japanese youth. So let's see how I can express myself. Whoa. That's for after hours. Well, I found what I want to try on, so let's give it a go. So this is a Japanese schoolgirl outfit. Not bad for the first go, right? Now here we have an anime outfit, although I personally think I look more like a creamsicle. Bonjour! Yes, a twist on the classic French-made outfit. A little breezy around the legs, but I think I'll manage. Now let's try some cosplay poses that I've studied around the store. I think I'm ready.
After a long day, it's time for a little R&R at a maid cafe. I'm at Miko-san Cafe, where you can not only eat and drink, but also play games with the young ladies dressed in traditional Japanese maid outfits. Well, there are plenty of food and drink options here. What I'm really hungry for is a game of Jenga, which you can actually order right off the menu. I'm getting my kicks, and it costs only $5 to do that. So I get to hang out, made a new friend here. We'll be ordering some food later. Not bad. Apparently it costs money to lose. So, congratulations. Hey guys, Audrey Cleo here. There are a ton of games at Tokyo Game Show. Some of them are going to be pretty forgettable, but there's always something that leaves a lasting impression, and that's the booth babes. So I hope you enjoyed that video. Probably need a cold shower right now, huh? Don't worry, won't tell your mom. We're here at EA Black Box talking to Jesse Abney, who is the associate producer on Need for Speed. And this title has been around forever. I mean, it's been over a decade, right?
Yeah, certainly. This is the 12th year of Need for Speed, beginning with Road and Track Presents the Need for Speed in 1995.
So how are you improving the experience? What's going to be new in this title?
Well, certainly for next-gen platforms, all new heroic driving engine, numerous new game modes, plenty of new and never-before-seen cars, a much larger, more complex, richer world, and a live-action cinematic story.
You blend and you listen, and you don't trust anyone.
The action driving genre is one Need for Speed created, and really giving the character motivation and a story to progress through what would otherwise be a typical racing game has been something that Need for Speed created with Underground. And Undercover is taking that to a whole new level with a live-action shoot in Hollywood, live-action sets, live-action cars. Hollywood producers, VFX men, and writers all help us bring a level of maturity to this year's story to help the player kind of just be wrapped up in the experience of driving in an open world.
So you can obviously customize your cars to a very high detail level. Can you tell me more about the customization features?
Yeah, I mean, the customization feature is back in a whole new way in Undercover. It's a much more mature look at contemporary car culture. Visual customization plays into the game mechanics. The more you change your car, the less the police recognize you, which is definitely a feature that makes a return from Most Wanted in this year's game.
I would think that would make you more recognizable. I mean, if you were doing all this crazy stuff to your car.
But police looking for a red car aren't going to notice a blue car. So at the simplest example, changing the color of your car detracts attention. Performance customizations allow you to stay competitive as you progress through the career this year. Certainly performance modifications help boost your car's top end in the career as well as online.
So putting it all together, really at the heart of this game is kind of a true love of car culture from top to bottom. I mean, it just kind of encapsulates all the feeling that people get from really being involved in this culture.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, this is truly a racing game. And through many of the things I've described, the thrill of the drive is what's most important about this experience. Our fan base are racing fans. Our team are car fanatics. Really getting that right is the most important aspect. Giving the user that fidelity of control in high-performance exotic sports cars during our sprints and circuit races, our new highway battle, are certainly the most important elements of the game this year.
Hey everyone, we're here at Thunderhill Racetrack a few hours north of San Francisco, California, to find out about the real money, blood, sweat, and tears that people put into these amazing cars. And trust me, a little more dangerous than just sitting on your couch with the controller. Just a little bit. Dave Seidemann, who owns this lovely Qore 911 Turbo, which is featured in the game, actually, which is pretty cool. Are you a big video game fan?
I tend to play some video games, yeah.
Racing games?
Of course.
So before it started raining, you were out here racing today. How was that?
Oh, it was a lot of fun.
Yeah?
It's great fun. In a car like this, you've got a lot of power and good handling.
Do you have to do anything different with the engine, or is it just kind of a stock engine that works on a track like this?
You can leave the engine stock, and that's probably the best thing to do straight away until you get used to the power.
And anything with the wheels that are different?
The wheels basically are the stock wheels. I'm using regular rubber today, the street rubber, but if it was going to be dry, you could actually use race rubber and get a little more traction.
You obviously can't race when it's raining this hard, right? Or can you?
You can get out there and have fun, but you don't want to push it too hard.
My car is a 2007 BMW M Coupe. It's in the Need for Speed Undercover. I bought it in September of 2007, figuring I'd do about 2 or 3 track days a year. I'm going on 27 or 28 right now. It's definitely addicting. I do some events with NASA, and one of the main instructors there has got a couple video games that he plays R Factor, Need for Speed, a couple other ones. And it keeps you, if you're a car freak, you're a car freak. And the video games help fill the times when you're not actually out on the track.
I play racing games all the time. It's part of the whole experience, it's part of learning. It does help you out here. And if you're into cars, those are the only video games I play anymore, racing games. I know on one of the Need for Speed Underground, there's a professional driver that comes on at the beginning of the game and says, don't do this stuff on the street. If you feel the need for speed, play Underground. And I kind of tell that to people all the time. It's like, look, go play your video game, get your aggression out there, come out to the track, you can get it out there. Don't do it on the street. You're going to only hurt yourself or others.
While racing games like Need for Speed are obviously a lot of fun, I think if you gave one of these guys the option of picking between being out here on a weekend and sitting in their living room, they'd probably take their real cars. But hey, I'm not really living that dangerously. I'm perfectly content in my living room in my pajamas.
I still don't see how Thailand is connected to Vikings, or ruins under the meta, hell, even Avalon for that matter.
Helheim Zip. Various myths use different names, but they all apply to the same remnants of the ancient world. Thor's hammer, Mjolnir, was powerful enough to level mountains. But how does all this relate to Avalon? The place of fear. I need Thor's belt to get his hammer, and I need the hammer to kill a god. Drop it, Zip, or I'll drop you.
I'm very pleased to see you again, Lara.